We begin hour number 4 on this Friday. This is Three Man Front. Molly, Conrad, Landrum, I'm Pat with you for another hour. Thanks for tuning us in on this beautiful, gorgeous Friday. I think it's going to be nice until, I think, Sunday. Some storms rolling in here over the weekend. Hope everybody is staying safe on this Friday the 13th. I know a lot of people might be,
weary?
Yeah, of the day.
Are you worried about that?
I'm not. I was a little bit more concerned younger.
Yeah.
For the number 13, I always stayed away from it. But
it's my favorite number. It's the best number.
13.
Tua, A-Rod.
yeah, we're going to get into that.
Marino?
Pat ponders a little 13 action.
Ooh.
Since today is Friday the 13th. Tomorrow, Valentine's Day. Alabama hosting South Carolina tomorrow night. Alabama wearing the old school jerseys tomorrow night.
Looking sharp.
The white with the crimson tide across the jersey.
You got the little elephant dribbling the ball on the shorts.
On the shorts.
I like the elephant dribbling the ball.
It's a good look.
Yep. So that will be what Alabama will wear. Meanwhile, the Auburn Tigers, they're in Arkansas taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. We had Tom Hart on the program a little bit earlier previewing that game. He'll be on the call for ESPN and the SEC Network. You can hear the game right here on Jocks, 7:30 tip-off against the Hogs. And coming up Sunday at Bartow Arena, it will be the Gene Bartow Classic as the UAB Blazers take on the Tulane Green Wave as the Blazers trying to make another move up the standings in the American Conference. They're currently 7-5 on the season. Been watching the Joey Aguilar case that is going on, the hearing, I should say, there in the Knox County Chancery in the courtroom. And both sides are going back and forth. Tennessee, not Tennessee, but Aguilar's attorneys are saying that the University of Tennessee is willing to pay their client between $2 and $4 million if he is able to get an injunction and come back and play for the Tennessee Vols in 2026. NCAA has already been bickering about the fact that they are having this in a courtroom that bleeds orange. So, a very original playbook by the NCAA, just like they did in Tuscaloosa.
I bet they don't leave this one early.
I don't know.
I bet they don't.
Might see that it's going so bad that they're just like, let's just go ahead and hit the road, get out of here. What difference does that make?
It says something for Tom Mars to go ahead and tweet like I've never seen anything like this. He could not believe that the attorneys had left.
Brett Noseworthy told us, he's told me privately, and I think he said it on the radio show, that in the history of the Arkansas bar exam, Tom Mars has the highest score ever recorded.
I believe it.
Very, very sharp individual, to say the very least. A little bit of news coming out of college athletics. Ross Dellinger is reporting that negotiations between the officials from Sacramento State and the MAC have intensified over an expansion agreement that is nearing a vote by the league. Sacramento State is offering, get this, you ready? They're offering the MAC $15 million to put them in the league in football.
That's $3 million more in North Dakota State is paying the Mountain West. With a little bit of intimate knowledge from maybe someone who served in the athletics department at Sacramento State, this individual did tell me that they are the redheaded stepchild. Nobody likes them. And I don't know why. And I never really got, and maybe it was kind of new blood, money, because they raised the funds quickly and they were still denied.
Yeah.
But apparently there is no love lost between anybody else in Sacramento State. So this is great for Sacramento State because I think that program felt like they were dead in the water. They've been blackballed.
So it'd be interesting because if they were to be voted in by the MAC, they would have to pay the MAC $15 million. And then the new fee to go up from the FCS to the FBS is $5 million. So they're stroking a check, two checks, one for 15 and one for $5 million. The $5 million to the NCAA, the other $15 million to the MAC. So, and the MAC just lost Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois is off to the Mountain West Conference. So they need another member. And if you got somebody that's willing to pay $15 million and you're the MAC, heck yeah.
Well, those MAC schools, You want to talk about getting out of your comfort zone? You're not just going up, and
No,
I'm
you're
not really familiar with that part of the country, but it seems like it's all geographically pretty tight, with the exception of Buffalo.
Well, it is. I mean, it's Rust Belt. I mean, I don't even know. Unless, like you said, unless you're going to fly, from DeKalb, Illinois to Buffalo. Of course, now Northern Illinois is not even in the conference, so you don't have to worry about that. So scratch that idea. But the point of it is that's bus ride material there in the Rust Belt.
I'm doing, wow. By car, I'm going Buffalo to Sacramento. We're looking at 2,558 miles. 37 hours, 26 minutes at a reasonable speed.
The Bills do it. We'll figure it out.
But I'm guessing that Sacramento State, if you're looking for a lot of home games and you're a fan there, my guess is they're going to be traveling a lot, and the MAC schools are not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want in? Here's the conditions.
Get ready to speak Ohio, Ajayi Hall.
Looks that way to me. Is Ajayi still there?
I just looked him up. He didn't. I mean, he was on the team this year, but he didn't play.
He's earning his degree. That's important.
I hope so.
$205-834-9450. The text line is open. Dramatic pause.
Sorry, doing a little.
Yeah, I know.
Little business.
Tim,
in the other room.
I did want to get to this one. Tim texted in, and he said, I can't believe those attorneys left before the ruling yesterday. In my law enforcement career, I had judges tell me that literally changed their mind while sitting on the bench about to give their ruling. Those attorneys did themselves no favors by not being there. I guarantee if the judge was not going to rule in favor of the athlete, he was going to after seeing the attorneys were absent. Yeah, not a good look. It seems like you lost twice, and now you've got to show cause as to why you left early to get to Knoxville. That was the reason. If you didn't see that exchange on social media, pretty entertaining. This one rolls in. It says, well, all these court cases are getting ridiculous. Now the 9-year ruling for Mr. Poo-Poo really stinks. Solomon Tulia Poo-Poo was just granted his 9th year of eligibility by the NCAA. He's going to play at Montana, but originally signing with USC has been hampered by injuries his entire
rough career.
Very rough career. Jason says, I'm filing today. No more seersucker at Ole Miss. When I think Ole Miss, that's all I think is seersucker. This is Parker, longtime listener. Bama basketball is bringing back the retro jerseys for the game against South Carolina. Yep. We just talked about that. Anything, Molly, with a cartoon?
A caricature?
Like caricature
Absolutely.
on a logo, I love it.
I love it too.
That's what I grew up with. But it never gets old.
See, Nebraska went back to that, like right after I graduated, to like the old Herbie Husker.
Herbie Husker.
Yeah. But no, the Alabama, looks great.
Oh, Alabama looks good.
Mm-hmm.
The Auburn Sailor Tiger looks good.
I like the Sailor. Mm-hmm. I like the old, I don't remember his name, but the Miami Hurricane mascot.
Sebastian?
Sebastian, yes.
Yep.
I like that one.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Are Conrad and Faye going to be doing couples ice skating in the 2030 Olympics? Will the ice hold that too?
We got 4 years to train. It's plenty of time. What, you think like most of these people have dedicated their entire lives to being Olympians or something? Come on.
That montage of you and Faye in the mornings, still dark outside and cold, walking your way into that gym to train. Sack full of breakfast to get you started. 205-834-9450.
So just a couple of moments ago, Nate Oats, the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide basketball team, he was asked by our good friend Nick Kelly about Bruce Pearl calling Nate Oats selfish and wrong, and also was asked about Bucky McMillan saying how, how's it going to be made right for his team? So Nick Kelly asked him that question, and this is what Nate Oats had to say about the criticism by Bruce Pearl and Bucky McMillan.
Listen, I'm a good thing I read my Bible every morning. So I just read in James about how to respond to certain situations like this, and respond in love. It's the way it tells me to respond. So they have their viewpoints. You know what? I have not gone back. People send me stuff like I've told you guys. I keep social media off my phone. I try to focus on my team, what we have control over. I have no control for what they say. I know Bucky well. I think some of his was maybe taken out of context, and I'm very familiar with things being taken out of context. So I think his point was more, he felt like, according to the way he told me, he felt like Charles should be able to play the whole year, was his feeling. I mean, he's got a kid playing on a temporary restraining order as well. Like, he felt like Charles should be able to play the whole year, and he should be able to play against everybody else. Now, how do you make it right for them that Charles is not able to go against the rest of the league? And you know what? With Bucky, to be honest with you, and I respect Bucky. He called me. We talked, and not just about that, and some other stuff. And Bucky's a high school coach. You talk about it. I addressed the thing with Chris Beard after the game. The guys that came up, more like how myself, Bucky, Beard was in junior college ranks, guys that came up that you had to have a love for the players that you coached, because I didn't make any money the first 16 years. I was an assistant Division III coach for 5 years, a high school coach that my money was paid to be a teacher, not to be a coach. When you do it for as long as some of us have done it, and you don't make any money off the kids, you're spending a lot more money on them than you make, and you're in it for the kids and for them, you get a little different perspective. The kids are not being used by you. The kids, you're in lock with the kids, and when you have a right to make, or you have an opportunity to make things right by guys that you've invested all of your time in, and you want, like guys that are more sad for Charles, have a viewpoint towards Charles. We're coaching the kids. And I'm gonna be honest with you, everybody that's in college athletics, if you ask them why do you do what you do, they're probably their answer is we do it for the kids that we serve. Well, I guess we see who really does it for the kids that they serve and who doesn't. I think the response by Chris, and I think really Bucky, and I, again, if you took one or two sentences out, they probably sounded the other way. In talking to him, I don't think it was meant that way. I think he feels like Charles should be playing and should have the opportunity to play, and wish that everybody else would have had to play against us when Charles was playing. It was more what I got when I talked to him.
That was Nate Oats.
I
moments
appreciate
ago.
Nate for saying what he did, and he did take the high road. But I also appreciate the explanation of Bucky calling him. And look, Bruce gave his opinion. I don't know if Bruce gives that exact same opinion. I almost bet that he doesn't if he's still the head coach at Auburn. He's probably critical, but I don't know if it's in exactly those words. But he knew, and Bruce is TV savvy, they wanted a sensational soundbite, and he gave it to them. And we've heard from Cal and, of course, Todd Golden originally, but good move by Nate. I don't think there's any – because I do believe Nate Oats and being invested in the players and a lot of those coaches, it tells you, like, I've asked coaches that didn't maybe reach that level, what was your drug? What was the drug for you? And a lot of them would say it's that aha moment. It's the moment where that kid you've been working with, that you saw him from his raw ability, and maybe, that's what Nate sees in a Charles Bediako. You've seen him grow not only as a person but as a player, and you are certainly invested, and you want the best things for him. And I take that at face value. But this whole situation, the complexities of it, and there's an argument on each side, it makes sometimes for a good discussion, but I don't think there's a good way for any coach to answer these questions, because you got to defend your kid, but also you got to answer to your fan base. And you have to keep in mind that you do have a league that, it's up for argument, you're trying to protect.
So the ongoing hearing in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I'm just reading what Trey Wallace is reporting. He says, you would not think that we were a half mile away from Neyland Stadium based on how much grilling the judge is giving the Aguilar attorneys. He says, Judge Haggerty is questioning almost everything Joey Aguilar's attorneys are arguing. This Tennessee judge is not going to be lambasted for being a homer.
What if the judge came out? Y'all see that pick six he threw against Alabama? Get him out of here. Why do you want him back? Let's get him out of here.
I didn't like Nico, and I don't like you.
Yeah.
Number 16. That's my quarterback.
Ooh, I like that McIntyre boy. He's got a real good way of doing things.
So this judge, do you think that, well, I don't know. I know judges that I think in most cases they try to do it by the book. But is this a, hey, let's show him I'm being really, really tough?
So apparently the judge used to sell whiskey.
Okay.
Well, Molly used to sell whiskey.
Well, that's what I'm like. Did he work at a liquor store? Did he like peddle
so
this
that's
out
no
of his
big deal. I've been there
house or
before.
what?
I know, it's no
Yeah.
big deal.
He used to sell whiskey.
I'm
Yeah.
going to need more information. on
Yeah,
that.
it says Chancellor Chris Haggerty said he used to be a whiskey salesman and often thinks about things in life in terms of whiskey sales. Says Aguilar is asking him to make a decision now in an ever-changing NIL market is like asking a whiskey salesman on the last day of Prohibition how much vodka they're going to make selling vodka. I don't know, he said. We haven't sold vodka in 8 years.
Oh,
I'm lost on that.
oh
one. I'm
I
not
just,
gonna
well,
lie.
and
Yeah, that's-
right now, if I'm profiling, I'm not feeling really easy about this if I'm the Aguilar defense team. Because this judge, just by that statement, seems like he might be in his own little realm.
Yeah, I'm like,
Well, no, what he's saying is that you saying that you're going to make $2 to $4 million.
Oh, I know.
I was explaining it to him,
Oh.
not you.
Sorry.
yeah, I'm the dumb one. I needed to explain.
All right,
Remember,
sorry,
he's the one that's got the questionable degree from the school that
Correct.
it's very easy, according to Conrad.
All right, now explain it to me like I'm 5.
Yes.
I'll draw you some pictures during the commercial break.
Do you have the blocks?
Okay.
The ever-changing landscape is like asking someone during Prohibition, well, how much are you going to charge me for the alcohol? Well, you don't know because you know when Prohibition's going to end. You don't know.
What the demand's going to be when
Correct.
it's illegal.
So it's just like NIL. I mean, you're saying you make $2 to $4 million now. I don't know if you don't play, if you really, you know, how you're gonna make that up, or if you do play, what is the real number you're gonna make?
Yeah.
It's just
I got
too
you.
many different.
Conrad, you got 2 teddy bears.
Uh-huh.
Take one.
Okay, well, now my question is, what was Prohibition? I'm kidding. I know what that is. That was a joke.
Usually I would laugh.
No, that was actually a concerned look of, oh no, he actually might not be that smart.
Molly looked at me like, "Oh my God, you gotta be
You
kidding
looked
me."
at me too. You looked at me.
That
too.
was a feeling like I just had a nightmare that I slept through an exam.
I promise you.
It's like he just said that.
I'm good. I know what it is.
I'm not going to even test you on the air because I'm not sure you still do.
It's
Because I love our show and yeah, I love you. That's Conrad.
I know they couldn't sell alcohol anymore. I know. I know. I took history classes.
I learned more about Prohibition through watching mobster documentaries than anything else.
or Boardwalk Empire. Go watch that.
You know, I never really got into that
It's
show,
a
but I
good
heard
show.
it's a racy, kind of a racy throwback show.
It was. I just remember Steve Buscemi's character. That was very good. Very good acting. But yeah, it's definitely from a different era.
We'll keep you posted on what's going on up in Knoxville, Tennessee. This is the Friday edition of Three Man Front.
123, three-man front, updating you from what's going on in Milan. United States trailing by 4 medals. This morning it was 2. So the world's lead, or actually Norway and Italy's lead, has increased. 18 for those two countries. United States, 14th. You still got the quad god, Iliad. Molly would have to help me with the last name, but it's Iliad, the quad god. Melanin. And he's going to skate last in this men's free skate final.
Correct.
And is there any word, have you seen anything on social media? Because there was a report, because he does the flips, which are strongly discouraged and I think illegal. But he said if he feels good, he's going to do the quadruple axel. Molly, how many times has that been done?
I'm not a professional on the quadruple axel, but I can do some research for you.
I'm just reading on this guy, and you kind of introduced me to Iliad, the quad god, the other day. But looking at him, he is like a phenom, like a skate prodigy, right?
Oh, yeah. And he's like 21.
Yeah. Okay. We'll keep you updated there. Plenty of time left. Plenty of skating left. How about our friends at the Garage in Pelham? Bob is the owner. He's wonderful. He gives back to the community. He's all about it. You're going to know it when you meet him there at the Garage in Pelham. It's certainly worth the drive. It's people you can trust, dependable guys. They're going to take care of you. You walk in to the lobby there at the Garage in Pelham. Robert and Richie, who are listening to our show right now, they're going to be there at the counter, there to take care of you. Guys, you don't have to worry about your wife, your daughter, any significant other going in there and being treated with respect. It's the most professional, courteous place you're going to find. They can replace your engine if you need that done. Something as simple as an oil change, they do that. They have a drop-off service. They have a night box service. All of that to make it convenient for you. They offer warranties. They also have tires you can get all kinds of rebates on. Just go and read the testimonials. TheGarageInPelham.com. That's all you need. You don't have to hear it from me. TheGarageInPelham.com. Look at the testimonials there online, and you'll see why they have been in business as long as they have and why people keep coming back. It's TheGarageInPelham.com.
Interesting comments. I just gave you one of the comments from the judge in Knox County in the Joey Aguilar case, in which he was talking about him being a former whiskey salesman, talking about the price of vodka during the Prohibition. Well, this one, the next quote I'm going to give you from the judge is absolutely should be on a T-shirt somewhere. They continue to debate on NIL, what the market is, how much money that he would lose if he is not granted this injunction. And the judge just said the following about the possibility of another quarterback having a higher NIL value than Joey Aguilar. This is the judge. What if there's a quarterback from Pig's Knuckle, Arkansas, who can throw a football through a battleship? I'm not familiar with Pig's Knuckle, Arkansas. Don't know if that's a real thing. But I guess the point he's trying to make, that if there's somebody out there that if he's not given the opportunity to come back to Tennessee, that Tennessee can go out and try to find somebody else.
Well, they tried to, and they failed multiple times.
Correct. This judge is going out of his way, big time.
Oh, yeah.
To try to either show everybody that he is a real judge and the courtroom is not paved in orange, as the NCAA wanted to point out before this even started.
So Joey Aguilar will not be signing autographs in the courtroom today?
I don't know. Depends on what happens over the next few hours.
That was going on in Mississippi yesterday.
Yeah. So, not really sure. But this is definitely not going the way that I think many people from Vol Nation thought it would be 1 hour into the hearing.
No. I'll tell you what. I bet Joe Milton could throw a football through a battleship, though. Can you bring him back? If there's anyone that could do it, it'd be him.
Yeah. He might kill somebody in the battleship.
Possible. Thing's a weapon.
Well, how many band members did he take out that year in Knoxville? You got to wear.
Good question.
You got to wear a helmet to play the trumpet.
You never know.
No.
You never know with Joe.
No.
Yeah, the cannon.
This weekend, it's going to be a beautiful weekend, and if you stand outside of your house and you try to see what's up on your roof, it's a very difficult concept, unless you got a drone. But you know what? Travis Lloyd and the fantastic team there at Abide Roofing, they can take all that out. You don't need a drone. Just call Travis Lloyd and his team. They can come to your house and they can give you the peace of mind, no cost consultation and estimate on anything potentially on your roof of your home. The number's 205 577 7338, or you can just go to the website, abideroof.com, because before these summer and spring storms start heading through Birmingham and causing all sorts of damage and havoc to your home and your roof, make sure that everything's cool. And if you got a couple loose shingles, or if you need to get in touch with your insurance companies, with the insurance claim masters, they can help you there too. That's what they did with me when I got a full roof replacement. Their work is built to last. There's no shortcuts. There's no compromises, only the best materials. It gives you the durability, weather resistance, and the long-term value of the largest investment you're going to have, which is your home. So get started today. Call Abide Roofing at 205 577 7338, or simply go to their website, abideroof.com.
His questions are tricky. We have no idea what's coming. We do know Pat Ponders is next.
134 here on Jocks on this Friday. Thanks for making us part of your day. Hope everyone has a nice weekend. Friday the 13th today, Valentine's Day tomorrow. You know, the World Baseball Classic is just a couple weeks away, and we talked about it a couple weeks ago, how there's been some Major League Baseball players that are not participating because they could not get insurance because the World Baseball Classic, they obviously, certain insurance carriers were like, no, we're not going to risk that. No, not going to give that to you. So Houston Astros third baseman Carlos Correa, who is a Puerto Rican, who wanted to play for the Puerto Rican team in the World Baseball Classic that is being managed by Yadier Molina, he could not get insurance. So he will not be representing Puerto Rico in the World Baseball Classic. And the reason I bring this up is because Bad Bunny offered to pay the insurance premium for Correa to play for Puerto Rico, but his agent, Scott Boras, said that's not a good idea. We're not doing that. So Correa will not be playing for Team Puerto Rico, but Bad Bunny had offered to pay the insurance premium.
Oh, this is a win for Puerto Rico. They don't want a dirty cheater on their team anyways.
Okay.
No, I feel like they probably wanted him.
I will never apologize for any of the members of that Astros team.
He also offered Bad Bunny to pay the insurance on Francisco Lindor. Now, Francisco Lindor is now hurt. He has broken a bone in his hand.
Also not a cheater. So.
Who is he with? Is he still with the Mets?
Yeah, he is with the
Okay.
Mets.
Mm-hmm.
I knew he signed a stupid deal a few years ago, but they're all
Yeah, he
pretty
played.
stupid.
He played well last year.
Yeah.
So two players that potentially was going to play for Puerto Rico, Bad Bunny was going to bankroll their insurance premium, and their agents
I'm sure
said
Boris
no.
has a really good idea. I'm just thinking right now.
It's probably a conflict of interest somewhere or something. Yeah.
Well, maybe the Major League Baseball team that's paying their main salary.
Like, no,
Oh yeah,
we
don't want him to play. Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, or we want a legit insurance policy. Like something from what was the place over in England?
Lloyd's of London.
Lloyd's of London. Used to do that. It is time for 5 questions from Pat. This is what we call Pat Ponders.
I want to know what you're thinking. Tell me what's on your mind.
It's time for Pat Ponders.
Brought to you by Courtesy GMC and Trustful. Get by and see them this weekend. They've got TVs galore in the showroom, so you can enjoy all the great basketball this weekend and the Olympics there at Courtesy GMC. Great deals on brand new GMCs. Don't forget about the 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty on all new GMCs. They're purchased at Courtesy GMC and Trustful, I-459 exit 32. Okay, question number 1 today is Friday the 13th. I want you to give me a famous athlete to wear the number 13, but it cannot be Tua Tagovailoa.
Danny Marino,
Alex Rodriguez.
the youngest quarterback to ever start a Super Bowl. Just ahead of one Drake
A-Rod.
May. A-Rod.
Okay.
Good.
Any others?
There's only 2 that matter. Paul George, because
Okay.
he's got a cool nickname, PG-13.
Chamberlain?
Wilt Chamberlain was number 13.
Is it Cunha?
I don't know. Is he Landry?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I got 2 hours of sleep, and it's
I do not think he's number 13. I feel like I would remember that. Is he?
yeah, he is.
Oh, okay. There you go. Good number choice
Second-guessing
by
myself.
him.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Kurt Warner, he was 13.
Yep.
He's in
Warner
the
was
National
13.
Football League Hall of Fame.
Trying to think of other quarterbacks.
Seems like we've had some backups that were number 13.
Yeah. James Harden. He's number 13, or he was. He used to be.
All right, question number 2. Yesterday, Trinidad Chambliss signed a tissue box in the courtroom in Mississippi. What is the strangest thing you've ever heard of an autograph being signed on?
Ooh. Besides a body part,
Okay.
Which body part?
his boob. It was just like, what was it? Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Ricky.
Yeah, and there's sign these.
Mm-hmm.
Please be 18.
Isn't that the one? Is it Talladega Nights or is it the campaign where he? It might be the campaign where he autographs the baby. Like the lady's holding the baby and he autographs the baby on the
No.
head.
I think that's in Talladega.
No.
No,
that
it was
Talladega Nights?
Talladega,
Yeah.
but I know what you're talking about when he's in the
Oh, that's when he punches the baby on
with
accident. or
with
whatever.
Zach.
Galifianakis.
Yeah, is playing his opponent.
Yeah. That's a very funny movie.
Yeah. Besides that,
I just think of all the welfare with the samurai sword with the Randy Jackson autograph and Step Brothers. Well, you're not gonna get Randy Jackson's autograph. Oh, I'm trying to think. Oh, didn't Lane Kiffin, didn't he autograph some of those mustard bottles a couple years ago when those were thrown on him at Neyland?
Yeah, and a golf ball, I
think
believe.
so.
Golf ball? Yeah. That's a good one.
my dad would go through the airport, and I'm trying to remember. I think one was Ron Simmons, who was a professional wrestler. But whatever, if Dad saw somebody, because I was so enamored with sports as a kid, if he saw somebody, whatever he could find, and I'm trying to remember what the Ron Simmons autograph was on. I got Vanna White's. He flew on the plane with her, but she had glossies in her carry-on bag.
See, I have Chris Pratt's autograph on a napkin.
That's
but I feel
cool.
like that's pretty.
I've
Like,
got several
napkins are not-
napkins.
yeah.
Several napkin autographs. What about you?
In high school, I went to a Billy Currington concert. I love Billy Currington.
Wait a minute, Billy Currington. Is
Good
that the,
Directions.
oh yeah,
Turnip Greens.
Turn of Grain.
Yes. Me and my friends went to a Billy Currington concert, and at the end, he was signing stuff, and I didn't have anything, and obviously I was 18, so, like, we had to leave pretty early. So I handed him my phone and was like, can you sign my phone case? And sure enough, I have a new phone. This was years ago, but yeah, he signed my phone case.
That's cool.
And I walked around with school with my Billy Currington phone.
What about you, Pat? Pat's
Me
so
personally,
picky about the autograph and like where it is. I bet he's like, no.
I mean, not really an odd place. I mean, it was odd to him, but I mean, I got Spurrier when Spurrier and I were going to dinner one night. Spurrier signed a old USFL helmet to the Tampa Bay Bandits. He was the head coach of the Tampa Bay Bandits.
That's cool.
Yep.
And he signed it, and he was more enamored by the fact of, oh my God, I hadn't seen one of these helmets in so long. Where did you get it? And you don't want me to sign a Florida helmet for you? And I'm like, no, I want you to sign the Tampa Bay Bandits. So I've got Steve Spurrier's autograph on a Tampa Bay Bandits helmet in my basement as opposed to a Florida Gator.
My most prized autograph collection, it's on one hat, and it's from the 90 Shoal Creek PGA Championship. It's a who's who of every Hall of Fame golfer you can think of. I know
That's
I
a good
have
one.
it, and it's boxed away. Just don't know where it is. It was before, of course, Payne Stewart. Got to meet Payne Stewart, Jack Nicklaus, all of them, everybody. That was a neat week.
Someone texted in and said, I saw Eloy Jimenez sign a baby when he was on the Barons.
Oh my goodness.
Well, there you go.
How do you drop that kid off the next day?
Yeah. Sharpie's hard to get
What
off.
are you going to tell the daycare or the preschool?
It's fine. It'll wash.
It was Eloy. Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah. It was supposed to be a big deal. Yeah.
Question number 3. University of Texas AD Chris Del Conte announced last week that there's a season ticket waiting list of 11,000 for Longhorn football. Have you ever been on a ticket waiting list? And if so, are you still on it?
I have not been. I know that people have been on the Masters. I guess that would be a waiting list, the lottery.
I was going to say that. Been on that my whole life.
I know other people that have been on it. That's why I feel bad talking about it. It's awesome. I hope you get to go one day.
Thank you.
So
Me
you
too.
were not on that list? You've never done that?
Mm-mm. Because I had the buddy who was the marshal on one of the holes.
I'm on the waiting list for the LA Olympics.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'll be all right there.
Yeah, I think I will be too.
I think you'll
but
get the
I still
email
signed
back.
up anyway.
That's 28.
Mhm.
Is 32 or 34 the winter? After Nice.
Be 34.
That's the one I'm targeting.
What you're training for?
You saw that guy running uphill on the skis. I feel like I can do that.
You on a
I'm
waiting
awkward
list?
enough. I can
You
do
on
that.
LeBron James retirement party list or something?
No, I'm not. The only thing I've ever been on a wait list for, I guess, was I mean, there are a couple times in college to get national championship tickets, and you would have to get on a list for that, and I never got them.
I thought you were on a waiting list for like Tua's plasma
Oh, you mean like a transfusion or something?
or just something
If he needs my plasma,
genetically where you can have a little Tua.
Tua, if you need plasma, blood, or anything, I will give it to you. No questions
Conrad,
asked.
Just whatever it takes, Doc. I need this baby to come out looking like Tua. Conrad's got his own little Tua.
He starts
That's
writing
what
with
you've
his
always
right hand.
wanted.
No, that's wrong. You're not right-handed. You are not right-handed.
You just tie his right hand behind his back. That's how Pistol Pete learned how to dribble left-handed.
We're gonna have to strengthen that hip and that ankle real early on in life, son. We're gonna make sure that is rock solid when you're ready for college.
Get the big help.
No hip. Yeah, the Guardian cap.
Big one.
Final question of the week comes courtesy of BB. A man in Chicago has taken eclectic eating to new heights. He is addicted to eating live bugs,
Ugh.
claiming it is satisfying and a primal experience. Recently, he was advised to cut back on the live insect ingestion because bugs are known to carry harmful bacteria and parasites. Other than the inadvertent insect flying in your mouth, have you ever intentionally eaten a live bug?
I did over in Asia where they have the little snacks and they treat them like it's Chex Mix, which I just can't get over. But it was a cricket, grasshopper, something like that. Yeah, I ate it.
I have not.
It was deep fried, like deep fried, I guess. It's real brittle.
I've
There
had,
wasn't much to it.
I've had escargot, but obviously it was well cooked at that point. But nothing living. No,
No insect.
no.
I mean, I ate roly polies as a kid because I thought it was funny, but that doesn't count.
Of course you did.
According to my mom, I did. And a ladybug one time.
I got a stink bug in my drink one time and didn't realize it.
Ew.
Oh, I bet did it taste awful?
Oh,
That's nasty.
yeah.
Conrad ate roly
You ate roly polies.
Yeah, I'd go play with them in the dirt, and then you're a kid. What like not like every day. I'm like, let me go get my
Conrad,
roly
without
poly
getting too
snack.
descriptive, would you go back and try to find them later? You weirdo.
Oh,
Golly.
It's like corn.
no, it's not.
The corn of the insect kingdom. That's what
Your
they call
poor,
them.
your poor mother.
She's been through a lot in the last 30 years.
But the last portion of this question, BB does ask the following: could this be another Conrad challenge?
Oh no.
Roly polies?
That like when I was 4.
Well, you've got a history of eating them.
When I was 4.
You can do the scorpion
I'm a grown
shot.
man now. Huh?
You can do the scorpion shot.
I would be more inclined to do something like that, but I still wouldn't.
I'm saving. If I ever get into a situation like a Bear Grylls and I've got to have the insects,
Mm-hmm.
all about it to stay alive.
I mean, yeah, if you but okay. Like think about it. How much nutrition does like a grasshopper have? I feel like you'd have to eat like 50 grasshoppers to like.
Who is this
Sustain
guy
yourself.
and what is he replacing in his life with this primal
That's what I want to know.
diet? It sounds like he needs love.
Maybe tomorrow will be his
Sounds
day.
like he needs to find somebody because all he's going to be doing is eating bugs on Valentine's.
To each their own.
Not the love bug.
That is today's Pat Ponders, brought to you by Courtesy GMC and Trussville. Goodbye and see them this weekend off of I-459 exit 32 in Trussville.
Is Tennessee going to have an eligible quarterback next season? We'll check in Knoxville. What's going on in the courtroom next?
Well, if you're looking for something fun to do this afternoon, you can follow the updates of what's going on in Knoxville, Tennessee. The judge continues to hammer Joey Aguilar's attorneys in regards to the NIL value and how much he would lose if he was not granted the injunction. Most people are now saying that they would doubt very seriously that the judge will make a ruling today, that they think that is more likely, based on the history of this particular judge, that it will be sometime next week. So continue to watch that this afternoon in regards to not Diego Pavia. He was part of the lawsuit, but Joey Aguilar trying to get an additional year of eligibility.
My question is, the nightmare scenario is the judge does not rule in favor, and then it goes back to Josh Heupel not being able to land after desperate attempts another proven quarterback out of the portal. So it's going to be one of the guys with the last name M. Do they still have the two younger guys with the last name M on the roster?
One of them bailed. It's George McIntyre and Faison Brandon, who's the
Right.
5-star guy that came in. So it's those two right now.
And although he's been like hammering the attorneys earlier in the proceedings, the judge said, "This young man, I am very proud of him being able to wear orange," talking about Aguilar. He said he provides, Aguilar provides a service, a very good one, by the way, for the University of Tennessee. So he goes and talks about, obviously, thinks that he's a good quarterback. And then he also had a funny moment a moment ago where he made an offensive line statement about the Georgia game.
Oh, boy. Oh, we got to.
So it's like, didn't Trinidad get asked yesterday if he thought the final play of the
was pass interference.
semifinal was pass in a court hearing?
What if this guy told his wife last night, like, babe, when I go and I take the bench tomorrow, I'm going to have some fun with this thing. They have no idea how diehard of a football fan I am. I mean, talking about throwing a football through a battleship from Pig Knuckle, Arkansas. Now we're getting
You can't tell me that he didn't have that one ready to go.
specific games.
Aguilar's attorneys are trying to point out that, once again, damages, that if you do not grant me this injunction, that our client is going to lose X number of dollars. Just like yesterday, Trinidad Chambliss' attorney said he would lose $6 million. They're trying to say, hey, my client's going to lose between $2 and $4 million. And the judge is kind of biting back, saying, well, the market for NIL, like, this is only loose data. Like, there's not anybody can pay anything they want to for a quarterback. So
why does the player, maybe this is easy. Why does the player have to go in solo? Why can't the school or the football program,
I was about to say, can the
on
general
behalf
manager,
of Joey Aguilar, why can they not pursue the case against the NCAA?
Well, I'm just thinking in that situation, have whoever's in charge of your NIL come in there and say, this is what we have allocated for Aguilar if he comes back. And if he does not come back, this money he can't make it. This is the dollar amount. Maybe that would help.
You think better chance of Aguilar being ruled eligible or Ilya landing a quadruple axel?
Oh, he's going to do it for sure. Quad God.
Yeah, Monday will be a whole lot of fun. We'll keep you updated. What transpires over the weekend? Big weekend of hoops. Enjoy yourselves. Love someone every day, but especially tomorrow. All you guys out there, get it together.